All right, let's geek out. It's Weather for Weather Geeks time here on Hump Day, Wednesday, the 17th, I think. 17th? Yeah. Day of January, 2018. Still getting used to saying 2018, and still some days the date befuddles me as well. All right, today was another cold day. It's another cold night tonight, and we're going to talk all about the temperature trends, which are finally heading up at the end of the week. I wanted to start this evening first with a little astronomy as soon as I get my graphics loaded here. Forgot to load everything up. A little astronomy. Last evening at around 8:15, a fireball meteor was seen in much of Ohio and parts of lower Michigan as well. This was especially prominent in Michigan and northwest Ohio, where a very loud sonic boom was heard by many. Now, some people around here also heard it, but it certainly was not as loud around here as it was in the Detroit area, Toledo as well. Quite a loud shockwave with that. The videos are all over the internet, of course, and showing, kind of a bright flash, a greenish tint to the meteor itself, and you can tell what the meteor is composed of, chemically speaking, by its color. When you get kind of a green-blue one, it's mostly made up of magnesium. This is kind of like it's the same idea with fireworks. I show a graphic like this sometimes around the 4th of July, where you can tell what is in each firework by what color it is when it goes off, and it's kind of the same idea here with meteors. So very cool stuff in the sky last night. All right, today, forecast bust for a little while this morning. It flaked around and little dustings of snow lingered into the morning hours, and visibility was low for a time, but it did brighten up today. And actually, we had a pretty nice sunset this evening. A nice colorful red sunset at about 5:15, 5:20 this evening. So it turned out to be okay, but it was, it was kind of a slow go for a time this morning. The clouds took their time getting out of here. All right, temperatures struggled today with the clouds hanging around longer than we thought. And temperatures were cooler than we thought today. It only made it to 15 at the Youngstown Warren Airport, shy of our forecast of 20. Now, this temperature in the 7 o'clock hour, it's not going to get much lower than this tonight. It'll probably drop another couple of degrees and kind of just level out throughout the night. A breeze will develop overnight, and so it's not going to be the kind of night where temperatures can crater, kind of like they did last night. Well, today, a big snow event in some places that, just don't have the infrastructure to handle 4, 5, 6 inches of snow. We're talking about Charlotte, Raleigh area. Norfolk got hit again with more snow today, so this was a big problem down in parts of the Deep South. And actually, it was really cold in the South today, and in some parts of the Deep South, down near the Gulf Coast, it was the coldest day in 20-plus years today. And this cold extended all the way down to places like New Orleans, where the airport was shut down for a good chunk of the day because of ice. And so, look at the snow cover down in places such as Raleigh. This is a lot of snow for those locations that far to the south. Again, Charlotte did pretty well as well. Our current snow depth across the region averaging 4, 5, 6 inches. It's slowly retreating thanks to the sunshine we had today, and a big retreat will occur tomorrow through the upcoming weekend. Well, temperatures are warming up across a lot of the lower 48 states, and this is the air mass that is sliding east. And while tomorrow is not a warm day, it'll be about 13 degrees warmer than today, and that trend will continue for Friday and the weekend. Notice Minneapolis at 23 degrees warmer than the same time last night. Pretty quiet weather to wrap up the week. We'll have a good deal of sunshine for your Thursday. Similar idea for Friday, just uneventful. Warm front pushes through, gusty breezes develop, and we'll break into the 40s. Tropical feeling on Saturday. I do think Saturday is the pick of the upcoming weekend, and the reason why is clouds are going to roll in on Sunday, and let me catch up here, the model on Sunday. We're looking at the GFS model here, showing this light green shading. This may manifest itself mostly in just clouds on Sunday, instead of, a big blob of rain, which you might think, the untrained eye might think that's a big blob of rain. It may just be low clouds. There could be some fog Sunday. There could be some patches of drizzle. We're still going to have some snow on the ground on Sunday, and with warm air and increasingly moist air blowing over that snowpack, that can be a recipe for some fog, for maybe some patches of drizzle, and certainly plenty of clouds on Sunday. The timing on the next front on Monday looks a little slower today, and so I doubt it's doing much Monday morning, but as we get into the afternoon and evening, that's our next pretty good round of rain heading our way, along with a gusty breeze. And this cold front's just going to knock us back to normal for January. The air behind this is not Arctic in origin. It's not the kind of air mass that we've been dealing with a lot for the last few weeks. It's just kind of back to standard issue January weather for a few days during the middle portions of next week. No big snow events coming in the foreseeable future, so at least another week until any sort of decent snow event. And with this kind of warmer pattern, I think we're going to get a pretty prolonged break from significant snow events coming up in the next couple of weeks. Here's a look at the European long-range modeling showing cooler than average air masses, warmer than average air masses. Of course, the warmth shown by the oranges and browns. Here we go into next week. Here's that cool down for midweek. It's just kind of brief, though. Notice it's replaced by warm anomalies again by the end of next week. This is next Thursday, the 25th, heading into the 26th. And 27th still looks pretty mild. So this milder pattern has some staying power. I've been talking about this most of the week, that this isn't just a 1 or 2 day deal. Generally, a milder pattern probably takes us into the first week of February. Here's the evening or the morning, I should say, of February the 1st, showing all the cold bottled up in British Columbia, Alberta, Saskatchewan, and warmer than average temperatures seem pretty likely for a lot of places from the Mississippi River on east. So, what I've been prophetizing all week about is the pattern is changing, and we may be done with the most harsh weather, or the harshest weather, I should say, of the winter season as a whole. Now, it's going to get cold in February, no doubt, especially, I think, towards the middle of the month. But will it have the teeth and the sustainability that the cold air that we've had since really Christmas has had? I doubt it. We had that thaw last week before the snow, but other than that, it's been awfully cold around here since the last week of December, and I doubt we see a repeat of that in February. So tomorrow, we're going to get into the upper 20s, and once we break freezing on Friday, that will herald the arrival of a better weather pattern, a pattern that's going to make a lot of us happier as we head into the final 10 days of January and the first week of February. Thanks for watching tonight's Weather for Weather Geeks. I'll see you back here tomorrow evening.